Hey, it's Ruby. Welcome back to my channel and to an unhaul video. I don't do these too often, not because I don't unhaul books often, but because often I unhaul them and I immediately list them on my Pango and then they sell. And I ship them out so that people can get their hands on them as soon as possible. But I figured I would share these with you. I did sell a lot of them, but I'll put them here so that you can see them. I sold some Ali Hazelwood books, First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, which I'm regretting selling that. I feel like I should not have sold that book, but I did already, and it's gone. So yeah, there's just some that I already dropped off at the post office, but here are some other, we have at least 20, I think, books that I listed on Pango because I need to make space for more, because I know I'm going to be unhauling more books as I read them, especially because I'm really trying to focus on my unread physical TBR since I'm moving in July. I really don't want to move books that I don't intend to keep, you know? So let's get into it. First up, we have ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is the regular hardcover edition, but it has a custom dust jacket, which is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous with the gold foil. And then you have the character arc. You have Tamlin in here, and then you have Feyre over here. And then it just gets better. And then you have freaking Reese crashing the wedding. I mean, come on. It is stunning. But I don't display this book. I just have it shelved, and I just feel like it's such a shame that it's not displayed. And in theory, I could wait to see if, you know, I move and I display it. So I have it listed for just what I paid for it because, you know, I don't like to super overcharge for books, but I paid a lot for this dust jacket. It was from like this Etsy seller. I got it a couple years ago. All I remember was that she was from the Ukraine, and it cost just as much to ship this to me than what the actual cover cost, which was crazy. I paid so much money for this, and it is gorgeous, but I wouldn't do it again. Because I think it was like $40 just to get this to me, like in total, the thing and the shipping. So yeah, I don't display it, and I feel like I don't need to keep it, especially because it's so beautiful, and I know that somebody out there would probably love this and display it, and I'm just not giving it love. So that's the first one that I unhauled. And then going on with the special editions, I freaking love this so much. And when I bought this, I said that I wouldn't unhaul it even if I didn't like the book. And I did like the book. The thing is, I freaking love the character art. They really do a good job with the end papers. And then this one, the book itself is what gets me, man. It's so beautiful with the blue foil. It's like royal blue foiling. I love this book, but then the second book, I didn't love it, and I just don't intend to finish the trilogy, so I just figured that I would unhaul it, and that way somebody else can get their hands on this one, because I'm not going to finish off the trilogy. Same with this fairy book. It's so incredibly beautiful, but I don't intend to, well, I don't know. I might read the second one that ends a duology, but I don't think that I would buy it, so I just figured since these are special editions, I need to part with them. And next up, we have two duologies, which the first one is the Stolen Heir duology. I read both of these recently. I liked them, but I didn't love them, and I just don't see myself rereading these. Like, I'm keeping the Cruel Prince trilogy because I do think that I would reread the trilogy, but these, I just don't think that I'm going to be rereading them, so I went ahead and parted with those. And then same thing with this one, the Serpent and the Wings of Night duology. These are the original indie covers, which now they've been traditionally published. And so I'm like just sitting on these, and I just feel like somebody else would appreciate them so that they match the rest of the indie covers. I know that a lot of people have been trying to get their hands on the the Daughter of No Worlds indie covers because that's getting traditionally published, and I just feel like I don't appreciate these as much as other people do, so I should unhaul these. Plus, I've already reread them, so I just don't feel the need to keep them because I don't think I'll read them a third time. So those got unhauled. And then Legendborn. So the third book, the final book in the trilogy, is getting released in March. Maybe already released by the time you see this. And while I do really like these books, I just don't see myself rereading them. And if I do reread them, I don't know, I'm kind of drawn to the paperbacks, especially those sprayed edges ones, but I just don't know that I need to keep these. I do think that it's a little too young for me. I just don't think that I want to reread them, and that's not the case with all YAs. Sometimes I will reread it and it doesn't matter, but with that, there's something about them that the more that I sit on them, the less that I want to keep them. Then we have Bless Your Heart by Lindy Ryan. I love the cover of this book. It's so cute. And this was a unique book. There was 10 POVs and it's a standalone book. And I did like it, but again, I don't think I'll reread it. I don't need to hold on to this cozy horror book, but it was cute. And then we have books that I did read and I just don't intend to reread. Some paperbacks, I should say. So let's go through those. First up, we have 2 Silvia Moreno Garcia books, which you all know how obsessed I am with this woman, but I don't think I'll reread these. So we have Mexican Gothic and Gods of Jade and Shadow. Both of these were in reading vlogs. I enjoyed both of them, but I don't think that I'll reread them because I'm not a huge historical fiction girl. So there are those 2. And then we have 2 Christmas books that I read. We have The Santa Suit, which I liked. It's very short and cute. And then Christmas at Fireside Cabins. This one I didn't love. So I don't think I'll reread this. I have so many unread Christmas books, which I'm thinking I'm going to start reading my Christmas books, like reading maybe 1 or 2 a month so that I can unhaul them, because I don't want to wait and just read them during Christmas time. I love Christmas books, so I might do that so that I could potentially unhaul them. And then we have 28 Summers by Ellen Hildebrand. I like this, but I don't think I'll reread it because I don't know, it's got a trope in there that I don't love. Heartstopper, I love Heartstopper, but I only own this volume. I love the artwork, I love everything about this, but I only own this volume and I don't think that I'm gonna go out and buy the rest, so I'm unhauling that one. And then Same Time Next Summer, again, I enjoyed this, but it has a trope in there very similar to 28 Summers that I just don't love, so I don't think I want to reread that, you know. And then we have 4 books that I did not read. I just don't feel like it. So The Long Game by Elena Armas, not gonna read it. The Weight of Feathers by Anne-Marie McLemore, not gonna read it, even though I heard good things about it. I heard that it was like the Night Circus, but I just don't feel like it. We have Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, not gonna read it. And then we have A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. I will be reading this, but I have another copy. So I don't need 2 copies. I guess, I don't know, maybe I didn't realize I had this already. I'm not sure, but I have 2 copies. So I'm unhauling that one. And that is it for the books that I still have. Of course, we're going to be unhauling more books through Bookshelf Ultimatum, Clear the Cart, and then the new series I'm starting on my channel, which I am excited for that one, because even though that jar scares me because it's full of books that I've just been putting off, I feel like it's very much needed to really go for those books that I don't think that I'm gonna hold on to, because I'm never gonna like choose those first, you know, I'm never gonna read those first. And so I'm excited to start that series. I don't remember what I called it, but we'll see. Maybe you would have already seen a video, and I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely check out my Pango routinely. I add books. If you watch a reading vlog and I say I'm unhauling it, it's probably already listed on Pango, because I'm pretty good at moving these books along. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these and you love them, because like I said, there's something I really liked, like Akatar. Actually a lot of these I like. The Legendborn ones, Serpent in the Wings of Night, the Silvio Manuel Garcia ones, I just don't think that I'll reread them, you know? And so that's why I'm being a lot more mindful of the books that I buy, using Everend and Libby and Kindle Unlimited to just really try and form an opinion before I just go out and blindly buy them. But it doesn't always work out that way because I still like to buy books. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, I'll see you very soon with another one. Bye.